everybody, JokerFett here with the 3rd annual E3 Awards. And this is the first time I've done it in video. Before I've done my GameSpot blog, but it seems now that better option just to go and do it in video form. And so we've got 20 different categories here. We're going to break it up into 3 different parts. So let's get the first part underway, and these are in no particular order. So we're going to start off with best commercially licensed game. And so, you know, each year we've got a ton of commercially licensed games, you know. Most popular, you know, Star Wars, Marvel, and stuff. But what really stood out to me this year was Transformers: The Fall of Cybertron. I'm a big fan of War for Cybertron. When that came out, I played it to death. Played the co-op, played online competitive modes, loved it. And it looks like Fall Cybertron's going to be even better than that. And to round out the placeholders, though, second place would definitely go to Star Wars 1313. It would probably be first if we'd seen more of it, but, you know, we only saw a little bit of gameplay of it, like a minute or so. But it looks gorgeous. It looks like a fun shooter. But, and third place goes to Injustice: Gods Among Us, Mortal Kombat gameplay with DC characters. Pretty much everything I wanted Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe to be. And finally, fourth place goes to Aliens: Colonial Marines. Looks really good. I like the Aliens vs. Predator game. All of them, really. The ones that came out in like the early 2000s. AVP Classic 2000. I love the Marine campaign, and that's pretty much what that's what Aliens: Colonial Marines is going to be. Is just like focusing just on the Marine experience. And so I can't wait to play that. Second category, best RPG. The gold medal definitely goes to Borderlands 2. I know I'm going to get some tomatoes thrown at me for this, but the first Borderlands, it didn't really hook me. I wasn't in love with the cel-shaded graphics and stuff. But Borderlands 2 is like, you know, it's growing on me. And second place will go to Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Dawnguard DLC. Yeah, I know that it's a DLC, but it's an awesome looking DLC. I mean, have you seen the Vampire Lord model? That looks like something straight out of an Underworld movie. Looks awesome. And third, just because it looks like hilarious, South Park: The Stick of Truth. South Park, you know, is just a funny show, and if they can successfully translate the show into game form, then that would be really cool. Third category, best new IP. So the first place medal would go to Dishonored. It looks really cool by Bethesda Software, because I love Bethesda. And pretty much you're just like a supernatural assassin. You got a bunch of cool magical powers and equipment at your disposal. And like they said, that you can like approach every level from multiple different points of views. You know, you can go stealth, you can go all out, just like shooting everybody pretty much. And there's like a mix in between. So it looks really cool. Second place, and this was a very close tie. I have Watch Dogs. That debuted at the Ubisoft conference, and it looks really cool. Like an open world game where you use like hacking and stuff to like control the environment, really. The demo looks awesome. And third place, The Last of Us, really cool. Naughty Dog, very famous for being the creators of the Uncharted franchise. You know, they're doing a new IP, like post-apocalyptic, a lot more serious than Uncharted is. And that looks really cool too, so can't wait to play those games. Next category, best FPS. First place goes to Far Cry 3. Yeah, I know it's not Call of Duty, whatever. I don't really like Call of Duty. I'm just gonna come out there, so I do have some prejudices against that. But Far Cry 3, I'm a big fan of the first Far Cry. I thought the second Far Cry was good, but not great. And Far Cry 3 seems to be like creating a good mix in between Far Cry 1 and 2. So I can't wait to play that. Second place goes to Halo 4. Looks just, you know, a great graphics and gameplay, and I love Halo multiplayer. Third place goes to Crysis 3. it looks to be going more back towards a Crysis 1 type gameplay, not so much the linearness of Crysis 2. And 4th place goes to Aliens Colonial Marines. Like I already said, it looks like a really cool, terrifying experience. Best E3 press conference is our next category. And I find this one hard. None of the press conferences really blew me away, but I looked at pretty much what games each conference presented, and Ubisoft had the best, so I went with that. It really sold me on Assassin's Creed 3, and like I said, it showed Watch Dogs, which looks really cool. Best sequel. First place goes to Assassin's Creed 3. Before the E3, I wasn't really sure, I've kind of gotten tired of all the Assassin's Creed 2 clones, especially after Revelations. I was just like, dead horse already. But it really sold me, it looks to be innovating, a bunch of, you can climb trees now. It got naval combat, really cool looking. Second place goes to Far Cry 3, like I said, looks awesome. Third place goes to Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. I'm a really big fan of Sly, and I've been waiting for a fourth game ever since Sly 3. It was one of my favorite childhood franchises. Fourth place, Halo 4. Looks really cool, like I said. Big fan of the Halo multiplayer. It's my favorite part. And looks to be 343 looks to be adding a bunch of new features to the table. And the final category for this video is best newly announced game. So it's different from IP, this includes both, just any game that we didn't know about beforehand. And first place, like I said, goes to Watch Dogs. Really awesome looking and control the game world with hacking and stuff. Second place goes to Splinter Cell Blacklist. I'm a big fan of the Splinter Cell franchise and just Tom Clancy in general. I love their games. And Splinter Cell Blacklist, it looks to be more of the classic Splinter Cell that we like. I've read in articles and watched videos how they had left out some features from Conviction that were in the older ones because they didn't have enough time. So hopefully they spend a lot of time on Blacklist and put a bunch of good features back in there. And third place goes to ZombiU. Really, ZombiU is one of the only games that I'm actually interested in that the Wii U is going to have in its launch window. Really nothing else on the Wii U looked incredible. You got Arkham City Armored Edition, which pretty much just looks to feature a few new bells and whistles to the already existing Arkham City. But ZombiU looks really cool. It looks kind of similar, I guess you could say, to The Last of Us, like, the item crafting and stuff. But looks really cool. And so that's the end of part 1. Thanks for watching. This is JokerFett signing out.